Yay! More solving equations with Miss Vanna! Can't get enough, can you? So, from the last two videos, you'll notice this is just the next progression. There's something new in this question. Still a equation, because it has an equal sign. We're still going to do the same thing to both sides, because it's an equal sign. We have variables on both sides of the equal sign. We're still going to use opposite operations, but we're also going to use something that Miss Vanna loves, distribution. So, if you've ever seen multiplication of some sort of number with something in brackets, you've seen distribution before. You'll notice in this equation, I have 8 times stuff in brackets is equal to 10 times more stuff in brackets. First, we have to get rid of these brackets, and we do this by distribution. You might want to remember that distribution means you give 1 to everything. So, I'm going to multiply this 8 by everything inside of these brackets. I'm going to do the same thing with the 10, kind of at the same time. So 8 times t is just 8t. 8 times negative 2 is just negative 16. 10 times t is just 10t. And 10 times positive 3 is 30. Now I've gotten rid of the brackets. It's just like an equation from the last video. I still have to isolate the t. I think I'm going to get rid of this 8t first. So, opposite operations, I subtract 8t from both sides. When I do this, I'm left with negative 16 on one side, and I'm left with 2t plus 30 on the other side. Still thinking about isolating this t. Now I want to get rid of 30. So I'm going to subtract 30 from both sides, because it makes this 30 go away. I'm left with 2t over here. And on the left-hand side, I'm left with negative 46. Now I have to get rid of the 2. It's multiplying that's happening, so I'm going to divide both sides by 2. I get negative 23 on this side. They're both even, so I know that I can reduce. And I'm left with t on this side. One more example with brackets, because Miss Vanna loves distribution. Now, this one's a tricky one, because you're all going to be really tempted to distribute that 3. But this question says 3 minus and stuff in brackets. So instead of distributing the 3, because you only distribute when there's multiplication, you just distribute the negative. So this one becomes, I feel like it needs to be right there, 3 minus 6u, it's okay, plus 7 is equal to 4u minus 2. One day I'm going to record myself so you guys can see me and see how goofy this looks. Okay, so anyways, back to the question. We distributed this negative to the 6u and to the negative 7. Remember, a negative times a negative makes a positive, and that's why it's plus 7 in this first line. Now, it's exactly like all the other equations that we've ever done before. First, I'm going to combine like terms. So 3 plus 7 gives me 10. I'm still left with 6u. On the right-hand side, I still have 4u minus 2. I feel like getting rid of the negative 6u, so I'm going to add 6u to both sides. On this side, this goes away. I'm left with 10. On the right-hand side, I have 10u minus 2. Now I got to add 2 to both sides. I end up with 12 over here and 10u over here. Oh, not y. Whoops. Okay, so 10u. To get rid of the 10, divide both sides by 10. These ones go away. Now, I need to reduce this fraction. 12 divided by 10. It's not an even number, it's still a fraction. So I gotta think, what can I divide both 12 and 10 by? I think I can divide them both by 2. If I do, I get 6, because 12 divided by 2 is 6, and 10 divided by 2 is 5. Now my fraction's in lowest terms, and I am done.